Hi there. Welcome to GK Pro's 50 Day Spoken English course. Okay. And today is day 14th. We are dealing with speaking English for WhatsApp, DMs, and social media context. Today's topic is very modern and very important. So I really want you to tune in to this particular lesson today and finish or stay till the end. All right. So we are learning how to use English confidently in WhatsApp and in DMs and social media context or conversations. If you overthink messages, feel nervous before replying, or fear mistakes, this lesson is for you guys. Now, let's kind of look into this particular topic, which says why this topic is hot right now. Because everyone uses WhatsApp, agreed, and everyone also uses Instagram along with LinkedIn. Here, we almost always kind of see that people hesitate before sending messages because they overthink in English, and many times, almost all the times, people need to use some sort of English, right? So they start overthinking and they do not know how to sound polite, confident, and natural at the same time. This is not taught in our school, or this is not some bookish knowledge that we know here. This is something that we are giving you for free at GK Pro Academy. And let's get and dig in deeper into this session to see what exactly it holds for us today. All right. This lesson makes your course feel modern, relevant, and practical. Why? Because we are dealing with something that everyone uses nowadays, and that is our favorite app, that is WhatsApp, Instagram, along with LinkedIn and many more other social handles. All right. Before we start, I just want you to answer this. That is, before sending an message in English on any of your social media handles, do how do you feel? Okay, how do you feel? Do you think too much? Do you rewrite again and again, or do you delay replying? If any of your answers are yes to these questions, that is, do you think too much, do you rewrite again and again, or do you delay replying, then that's totally normal, guys. Today we are going to fix that very problem. So let's look at today's goal. Okay, today you'll be learning how to use English confidently, again to reinforce when you are using your social media handles, that is WhatsApp, DMs, and social media conversations. Okay, without fear, without overthinking, and without sounding rude. That's the more important point for today. Okay, so by the end of day 14, that is today, you will be able to write and speak simple English for chats, respond confidently to messages, sound polite and natural at the same time. Okay, stop overthinking before sending messages and use short, correct English. And when I say use short and correct English, it is not textbook English or any grammar rule that I'm talking about. Okay. Now, as I told you, there are certain things that a person might kind of do when you send a message. So that might be that I think too much, or I'm scared of mistakes, or I rewrite many times, or I don't send the message. So we are going to fix this problem, guys. We are kind of going to dig deeper into this topic because this is something that we use every day. This is every day or a daily life kind of a conversation topic that I'm going to talk about today. So let's quickly take a look at the section 2 here. All right, is known as reality check. And when I say reality check, okay, that is something which is related to what exactly this session holds for you. That is in regards with the social media handles. All right, chat English is not equivalent to bookish English, or it's not equivalent to English that you've already learned in your school. That's all. Here I would like to kind of share a very important point with you, is that you do not need long sentences. or you do not need full grammatical sentences. All right. So you basically are going to look at using short, simple, and friendly words. That's all. Let's see how that is done with the help of an example. Okay. Now you can easily see here what a book style sentence looks like. Okay, that is, I'm going to read that out for you. I would like to inform you that I have completed the task. Now, this is pretty much a very big sentence. Now, people nowadays do not have time. They rush around or they are in a hurry and they just have to kind of answer many, many questions regularly. They have to kind of look at many messages at the same given time. So you cannot just go ahead and type this every time. So you just go into a very modern and a chat styled kind of a sentence is task completed followed by an emoji that is a thumbs up. Okay, instead of saying a long complicated sentence like this, you can always choose something which is short and sweet. Okay, now here I would like to kind of let you know that clear English is better than going totally perfect in reference to the social media handles. Let us quickly jump into section 3 for today, and that is daily chat phrases. This is very important, guys, because it's kind of really very practical, because there are certain situations each one of us face daily, all right, on day to day basis. Let's look at some of the situations that I think you people also face. Okay, situation A, that is starting a chat. Okay, starting a chat with anyone. You might just want to start saying, hi, how are you? Hey, quick question, if you really have a question. You do not go ahead and type something like, hey, I want to ask you a question. This is my question. You're not going to introduce or do anything because you're chatting with someone. These are supposed to be short and sweet, okay? And another example here is, hello, hope you're doing well. In case someone was sick previously, or if you want to kind of know where a person is after a long time, you just go ahead and say, hello, hope you're doing well. You're not going to go ahead and introduce yourself, or you're not going to make a long sentence. That's not going to work out. So this is how you chat on WhatsApp. WhatsApp is something that we use on a daily base, or like every day. Everyone almost uses WhatsApp. Even kids, who go to school also kind of use a lot of WhatsApp nowadays. So these are certain tricks when you kind of look at chatting with people. So keep your sentences very short but clear. All right, that's the whole concept. Okay, now let's look at another situation, that is situation B, probably asking something. So whenever you are kind of are looking at this word asking, there should be another word that is politely which is being followed. Okay, so politeness is very important. I just spoke about a section in day 13th about how you should disagree politely. Okay, that was yesterday. I would just like to tell you why it's important to be polite is because when you're asking something or when you're disagreeing with a person, politeness is something that helps you to get out of that particular situation. Okay, let's look at a certain example. Can you help me with this? Obviously it is very polite. Can you please check this for me? Okay. Now, is this okay? All these phrases sound very polite. Okay. And this is what I'm talking about when you are looking at chatting with people. Do not make your sentences long. Let's look at a situation C, or another type of situation. Replying confidently. So, when someone asks you a question, you need to reply, right? Now, if you can just look at this, this example, that is sure, no problem. Yes, I will do it. Sure, I'll get back to you, or I will get back to you. So these are all short replies, but they definitely enhance the way you portray yourself through messaging, and it shows confidence as well. Okay, let's look at a very important section next, and that is the section number 4, polite versus rude chat. Okay, many people don't know this, that politeness matters to the most important thing when you're actually talking to a person in the language that you're kind of learning right now. So politeness matters, keep that in mind. And let's look at this section where politeness versus rude chat. Okay, and what are the examples? Let's see this. Okay, look at the first example, which sounds rude. Okay, I'm just going to even change my tone as well. Obviously, when you're typing or when you're kind of sending a message, you don't need to change your tone. But because I'm talking to you and explaining this, I have to change my tone. All right, so let's get into it now. If you say send it, okay, if you say something like a word that, I'm sorry, a phrase that is send it or do it now, why late, all these phrases, they really sound pretty rude. Please don't use phrases like send it, that's all, do it, okay, or why late, what's the problem. So these kind of phrases, when you also, like, you're looking at typing and sending it to a friend or sending it to a colleague, it sounds very rude. Instead of send it, you can actually say, can you send it please? Just add that letter please, okay? And that helps you a lot. It sounds polite as well. Please do it when you can. Many people say, do it now. Many people type in, not say, I'm sorry, many people just type in, do it now. They do not take in the time to kind of, render down the language they are using. So if someone's late, or they have to just send a message, they just end up saying, why late? Now that's not a good thing to do. So you can pretty much say, is there any update? Just look at the difference here, guys. It says, why late? Now it sounds really rude, right? If I kind of, substitute this why late with, is there any update and a question mark? It's the same question. It's the same question. Why late? But I'm kind of, twisting it into a polite manner. So basically, it sounds like, is there any update about the report? Why is it not coming? So basically, that is what is politeness. Even when you're messaging, or even when you're using using any social media handle, you need to keep in mind that politeness is what makes you a good person also. So politeness in English comes from word choice and not your tone, in respect to sending messages only. But when you are talking in real time, your tone matters. I also spoke about it in our last session. Okay, let's quickly look at our section 5 for today, and that is message upgrade rule. How do you upgrade your message, or how do you look at expanding your message? Okay, that's what is critical. Do not reply with one word. I always reinforce, or I think I spoke about this earlier as well. I pretty much don't remember in which day, but yes, I remember saying that a person shouldn't be replying in one word. Now that's going to kind of, create a sense of impoliteness altogether, different level of impoliteness. So examples are, okay. Now, okay is not okay. Okay, just a word okay is not going to do the trick. Always try to understand that you need to acknowledge the person first, and then your message should follow. Okay, this makes you sound professional. All right. So let's look at that okay with some acknowledgement. Okay, and a message added to it. So let's kind of read this sentence together. If you can just read this sentence with me together, it will be great. That is, okay, I will check and update you. Now see, this makes a whole lot of difference. When I kind of say okay and end the when I say okay and end the whole conversation, it feels that I'm just ending the conversation and I'm not interested in speaking to that person anymore. That doesn't really feel good. You're just going to go ahead and say, okay, I will check and update you. That is where you feel like you are giving some importance to that person, right? Okay, let's look at another example. If someone asks you a question, you just don't end up saying yes. Again, it is another level of impoliteness. So you just go ahead, acknowledge them. Okay, acknowledge them. That is yes. Okay, yes is acknowledging. You are obviously acknowledging them. And then add your message. Your message is, that works fine for me. Okay, if someone asks you, do you want to join me to a game of football? Okay, you just want to say yes and finish it? No, you're going to say yes, that works for me. Let's meet on a Sunday. So that's pretty much simple. Okay, that is how important it is to be expanding your message. Okay, and acknowledging, and that is your structure. That is acknowledgement plus your message. Okay, great. Now, as I told you, all of these strategies that I'm kind of letting you know from the day one. All right, today is the day 14th. All the strategies are pretty much curated here at GK Pro, and we are working on enhancing your fluency, guys, and we are helping you to improve English with a lot of mindfully crafted strategies and analogies. Okay, when I say this, trust me that we are a team force, and we are trying to kind of give you that quality content in every session that I share certain strategies. I want you to practice them so that you see a potential enhancement in the way that you speak English. Okay, great. Let's look at section number 6 for today. Okay, voice notes are very common. Do you agree with me? If you agree with me, that's great. Now, voice notes are something that many people now send it. Why? Why do you think that is? That is, instead of typing, people go for voice notes nowadays, because obviously they are faster. All right, they save a lot of time. Okay, and because people nowadays, in this era, which is digitally so strong, do not have time to brainstorm as well when you look at typing. So they just go ahead and kind of press that microphone button, record a voice message, and just send it. Now, what if I say there's a strategy for that as well? Okay, let's go on and see what exactly it is. It's known as the three-step voice note structure. Very simple to really remember. You don't have to remember these names of our strategies. You just have to remember the structure. So the structure is a greeting. All right, it's a greeting. Greeting in the sense what? Hi, hello. That's a greeting. The main message followed by a closing. That's it. So, next time when you go ahead and kind of record a message in a form of a voice note, you just have a good structure with you. And what is the structure? Greeting, then your main message, and you close the message. Let's look at an example. The example is hi. That's the greeting. Just called to update you, or just calling to update you. Okay, that is that is your whole greeting. Hi, just calling to update you. And the main message is, I have completed the work and shared the file. Your message is done. Okay, now closing. In the closing, what are you going to say? You're just going to say that, please let me know if there is anything that you need, or if anything is needed. That's all. So this is the structure that I'm talking about, which has got a clear greeting, a main message, and your closing. Okay. So I just want to kind of again tell you that this is spoken English, and these are spoken English classes, and we are not kind of looking into going deeper into grammar, but yes, I'm also going to kind of help you to understand grammar on that level as well. We are coming up with certain series which are totally grammar related, and that's going to happen shortly. But before that, I want you to relate with our concepts. Okay, now here is my favorite section for today, guys, and that's known as the guided practice. Okay, as I told you from the start, whenever you see this pause button, the pause diagram that is made by me, you kind of really need to pause the video and practice. And what do you mean by practice? Just pause the video here. Okay, I'm going to ask you this question, that is, now imagine you are sending a voice note. to a colleague or to a friend. Okay, imagine that you're sending a voice note to a colleague or to a friend and update them about something you did today. A very, very simple question. But use this structure. First, greet them, add your main message, and then do a closing. So, this structure has to be followed in this guided practice session, guys. Please go ahead and pause the video and do that for me, because again, practice is what you need, and the more you habituate practicing or make practicing your friend, that is where you're looking at enhancing your fluency or laddering up the level of English that you're right now at. Okay, great. So what is the question? Imagine you are sending a voice note to a colleague or a friend and update them about something you really did today. Okay, pause the video and speak naturally. Keep your sentences short and do not stop. Please don't stop, even if you feel that there are certain backdraws, or there are certain I can say a lot of fillers. Please don't stop, just kind of go on speaking for 30 seconds. Also, if you can, record your voice while you're doing this. Okay, record your own voice while you're doing this, and then play your own answer to yourself and analyze where exactly you're going wrong. So that can also help you to kind of correct the way you're speaking. All right. So this builds real life confidence. Why? Because these practice sessions that I include in each of our lessons are very important, because that is what keeps the session alive. You really need to pause when I tell you to pause. Okay. This is just not for the sake of entertainment. We are kind of telling you, or helping you to enhance and improve the way you speak, and absolutely free. So please feel free to watch all the videos at your leisure when you're at home. You can do it through your phone. Please do that and practice, guys. Practice when I tell you to pause and practice. That's pretty much very important. So I would just like to end the session today saying English is not only for exams or interview, okay? It is for everyday communication as well, because that is what we spoke about right now, right? We spoke about how English also can be altered, okay? It can be altered when you are using English to type in messages on WhatsApp and any social media handle, or yesterday's session, that is day 13th, was totally in reference to when you're speaking to a person in life. But now today I bought this session mainly to make you people understand that when you're typing in messages as well, you need to keep in mind that your sentences must not be really long. They must be short, sweet, and clear. Okay, that is what matters. And stop overthinking when you're messaging. That is pretty much very important. And use simple English and be clear and confident. Okay, now this lesson again is a part of our free spoken English course, guys. If you want to practice real life English confidently, you can join us at GK Pro Academy through the free course link in the description. Now you can start free, but please continue only when you feel ready. All right. Thank you so much again to join this session, and see you in day 15. Have a great day ahead.